You are now listening to Surroundor MD.
I kind of want to respond right now to, I think it was a student that posted one of my videos about IR training. Basically, he expressed a concern that, with all the competition for interventional procedures, am I going to go out and study really hard and go through this very competitive match of interventional right now, which is extremely competitive. I'm going to go through this competitive IR match, come out with my training, and there's going to be no procedures left for me to do because they're all taken up by other specialties, such as, by the way, interventional nephrology, which is a real thing. Is this a concern? I have some problems with this question. I really do. Really, I think what it's telling me is that, the thought processes, the attitude that this person has is just not right. This is kind of very emblematic, not of an actual problem, not of a real problem that exists, but really of just a way of thinking, which is this this sky is falling type attitude, this negative attitude that, I'm going to work really hard for something and then I'm not going to be able to capture the gains of that because the sky is falling, because everything will be wiped out, because everything I worked so hard to get will be gone. Can't think like that. You cannot think like that and be successful. What interventional gives you is a set of skills. Interventional radiology training gives you a set of skills. You should be able to apply those skills if you learn those skills correctly and place yourself competitively within the market in a place where your skills can be applied. And as far as a question of, are there going to be enough cases? Are there going to be enough procedures to pursue? You got to ask yourself a few basic questions. Is the population aging? Are we collectively getting younger, or are people living longer, and is the population aging? Is the population growing? And is the number of doctors being trained relative to the population growth, is that closely matched, or is that probably unmatched? Because as some of us know, training physicians takes a lot of time and effort, and increasing the population size takes considerably less effort. So the number of physicians relative to the population as a whole is always going to be a little bit undermatched. And what you'll see is that there are plenty of patients out there, more than enough to go around. It's not that everything's going to be taken up by other specialties. There are going to be plenty of cases to go around. As long as you get good training and you understand the market and you position yourself in a place where you can have access to those cases. And a lot of this also is part of the training. Now, some people think training strictly is just learning the procedures, but I know for a fact, actually, there's an excellent interventional radiologist here more towards the coast, and he trains his residents not just to be excellent proceduralists, he also trains them to be excellent imagers, but he also trains them to be very good at finding patients, finding value, finding a way for them to express their skills and to capture that value. Cases are always there. You see them every day. If you're not, you have to keep your eye open though. A patient that's coming down for a PICC line for osteomyelitis, where is that osteomyelitis? It might be at the toe. That person's got PAD. That person may be being undertreated for PAD. This is your interface. That patient's coming down to the IR department. Maybe a nurse practitioner is doing the PICC line for you, but that's still within your department. It's your job as a physician to consult with that patient and figure out if they need a procedure, or maybe they just need some coaching and some medical advice. That's all within your capabilities. There are definitely going to be cases out there, enough for vascular surgeons, interventional nephrologists, interventional radiologists. Anybody that wants to participate in this can do it. But again, yes, you have to have that positive attitude. Don't have that attitude that the sky is falling, that the cases will run away, because they won't. Put yourself somewhere where you can have access to these cases, and I think you'll see them. Be well trained, be safe. People will see your skills, people will send you stuff. Everybody's trying to solve problems. Once you are up to your limit, you're willing to send those patients somewhere else. So vascular surgeons can be overwhelmed with cases. They may send you some cases because they don't have time to get to those patients, but they still want them taken care of. Definitely there's enough cases to go around, and that's really my final answer to that question from that student. Don't worry about what's going to happen in the future. Get good training. Get good interventional training. Understand different disease processes, cancer, peripheral arterial disease, end-stage renal disease. Understand these diseases. Understand them on an interventional level. Understand them on a diagnostic level. Get good diagnostic training so you understand ultrasound, MRI, and CT scan. You understand the anatomy that you're working with. And I pretty much guarantee that you will find a healthy supply of patients to work with and put your activate your brain on and use your energy, mental and physical energy on. So that's all I got for now. I'm gonna head home and take it from there. Cerebral MD.